Friday. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing well. So, we did the poll today. And as a result of the poll, money readings, career readings won. I thought love readings was going to win for a second there. It was in the lead. And then, the career people said F that. And they came in and voted. So we're going to do career/money readings. All right, we're going to go backwards in the zodiac. Y'all already know my voice has been killing me. Hey, welcome. My throat has been killing me, so please bear with me. It's not hurting. It's like itchy and dry. I don't know if I'm like dehydrated. So bear with me. Y'all know I gotta do a lot of talking. I probably should have hooked up the little microphone, but I'm so used to not using it. We are going to go backwards today. All right, so we're going to go backwards. Next time I might do love readings because people keeps kind of inching up in the background. It was really close, so we gotta do it for the lover girls and the lover boys out there. So I might do those next. All right. All the info that y'all need is in my description box. Okay. So as you all know, if everybody join or as more people join, I may have to explain certain things. So sorry if you hear me repeating things and blah blah blah. But yeah, so I don't really have like anything too much to tell you guys. We're gonna go ahead and get started. We're going backwards. So we're gonna start with Pisces first. All right. So shout out to Pisces, my fellow Jupiter folks. Sag and Pisces are ruled by Jupiter. All right, so we're going to see what's going on for my Pisces. Hope y'all had a good day. Hope y'all ready for your weekend. All right, so Pisces for career. What's the center of your career and money right now? Let's see. Center of your career and money right now, Pisces. Okay, potential. All right, I like that. All right, so of course, y'all know what potential means. Something has a potential to grow. I feel like if you have this as a center, there's probably an idea that's kind of already growing or something that you can work on that'll work for you. But we'll see whatever has a potential to grow. Also, of course, potential can be a kid. I explained that to y'all. Like the pages in the tarot can be children. But let's see. So potential. Also, you may actually get like an actual email message or something like that pertaining to money. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Sometimes to me, this is an actual message. So if you were waiting on some sort of confirmation message or reply, maybe with a job or anything like that, that could be what this is as well. All right, hi y'all, welcome. These are general guys. All right, so what energy do you need to be in, Pisces, to generate the most money for you right now or to further your career? What energy do you need to be in, Pisces? Let's see. Ooh, okay, defense. Okay, so first of all, protect your finances. We got defense coming up. All right, so protect your finances, but you may have to say no to somebody. All right, so let's see. All right, so what do you need to block out or say no to here? So you're going to have to say no to something for your career or your finances. You've got vision and superstition. Okay, like if there's something about somebody that you're dealing with, maybe you need to stop somebody from seeing how much you make. I'm also getting to literally stop watching something that makes you worried about money or makes you worried about your career. If you have a plan already, especially because the center you're reading is potential. So if you have a plan or an idea, do not talk to somebody who has like a worry or a fear. Vision and superstition, that's interesting. Okay, there's intuition. Oh, healing and intuition. All right. Okay, what is something have the potential to grow into here? So anybody that is worried about, anybody that doesn't trust your plan, I wouldn't listen to them right now. All right, so what is something have the potential to grow into here, Pisces? Okay, you got respect. We got self-esteem and strength. So something is repetitive. It'll be fixed. Something can actually grow here in a fixed manner. You're not going to have to change anything. What has potential for you? What is this that has potential? Okay, you've got love and personality. Now this combination, to me, you would do well with a group of people or going out and networking. All right, maybe you get invited to a networking event. You might, if this is at work, schmooze, shit, schmooze with the manager, be nice to your managers, whatever, whoever you work for, whatever they want you to do, be very like kind, loving, generous to them. Not in a way that you're forgetting professionalism, and not in a way that you actually think like, oh, they're my friend, but y'all know what to do, like kind of play the game. But this looks more to me like networking. Okay. All right, let's get a card. So if somebody is worried about what you're doing, also if you do something, we're in the age of you got to post it. It is what it is. You got to post it. You got to stream it. That's where we're at in life. Whatever you're doing behind the scenes, make sure that you're doing that. There's plenty of platforms. YouTube is my favorite platform. That's just me. Depends on what you do. And it's good because you can do like short form content, and the long form and the streaming and all that good stuff. So that's something that applies to what you need to do. Make sure you do that. I'm also getting two with potential and love and personality. This could be as simple as like getting called for an interview, things like that. But with defense and vision and superstition, if there's anything or anybody around you that causes some sort of worry when it comes to this goal, you're going to have to shut it out. All right. So we'll clarify what or who that could be or what the worry is about. All right. So let's get 8 cards. These are career money readings, y'all. If you just now joining, and we're going backwards in the zodiac. So we are on Pisces. Let's see. Okay, there's your personality, the Emperor. All right, this is you, literally who you are. So your identity, I feel like you have to put yourself out there. All right, Ace of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Strength card. Okay, I put the Strength. Literally Aries, Leo, that goes in order with the fire sign. So I feel like stay true to yourself is something that you're able to build up here. You could be dealing with an Aries or a Leo here. All right, you got the Three of Swords, the Tower, the King of Pentacles, and then the Eight of Swords. You're going to realize, literally, with the Eight of Swords, this is about vision or not being able to see, but it's also a trap mindset. You're literally going to realize, I feel like this is somebody around you. Because if you have defense, you're going to have to block somebody else out. Let's see what your current energy is and make sure that that's not you. What's your current energy when it comes to your career and finances, Pisces? Okay, emotions. All right. So something could be triggering your emotions right now. Like maybe you're afraid, or what's making you emotional about finances right now? It could be what you have to spend money on or something like that, or it could be your job. Okay, you've got dominance and angel and self-love. What does the Sagittarius have to do with it? Okay. That was shocking. I was shocked that came out. All right, so that might be why you have the Aries, Leo, and then there's no Sagittarius energy here. Dominance, angel, and self-love. I'm also getting like your patience with the Temperance. You need to be more patient, but it's almost like this is what's making you emotional. What? Okay. What's the Tower? What are you going to realize here? Because it's something all of a sudden. What is the norm or what's expected? And then what actually... Yeah, the Temperance. Okay. So normally you have patience. Normally you're able to control yourself. This could be at work. Something unexpected is going to happen with the Sagittarius. If you work with them, you're around them or something like that. Okay. What's actually going to occur? Courage. All right, so that's what we said, vision and superstition. I don't know what the fear part or what a Sagittarius has to do with that. You got courage, inspiration, and attitude. Yeah, you need to have a better perspective here. Let's see what the angel card is. I'm not sure Not really sure what that is or who who that is to you. But yes, this is about you having a better perspective overall. If you're worried about anything, don't worry about that. What are you expecting with the angel card? Because that's what's making you emotional. Now, some of you, maybe you're dependent upon somebody, a Sagittarius, or maybe you expect somebody to teach you how to do something. All right, that's interesting. I'm not sure what that has to do with your money or your career, but what is it? What's the angel doing? Okay, yeah, there's a new perspective on community. That's why you have love and personality. So I don't know if somebody around you, they went out and they're around other people, new people. Maybe they went to a new location. I feel like somebody's networking with folks. What actually occurs here as a result of the Tower? Okay, you got Justice, the Sun. Yeah, the Six of Cups. There's the love part. And then the Hermit. So you're going to have to be kind or nice or generous to people outside of yourself. All right, that's basically what's going to happen here. Or you're going to have to spend time around other people and network. I feel like you're used to being alone here. Something also may cause a Leo to be generous to you as well. All right, so let's see. The signs that are out here, you have a lot of zodiac signs. We got Aries, Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Cancer. All right, so what is the outcome here for you with your career? Ooh, you got peace, yeah. Where is the worry coming from? What is someone worried about with superstition? Now, this could be anxiety. All right, but what are you worried about, or what is somebody else worried about around you? Oh, okay, worried that a plan is not going to work. Finesse. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me write that down. I don't know what the Sagittarius part was, but yeah. Okay, Aquarius is next. I did pull Aquarius in this reading. These braids, I need some bobby pins. They in my face. I keep going like, I don't got no bobby pins over here. All right, let's see. I'm going to take my time today, too, because I be kind of rushing. I'm not going to rush too much today. All right, do we have any Aquarius in here yet? I know it's not that many in here. Not many people in here yet. Let's see. All right. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe also to the WAP for any personal readings y'all may want. All right, so what's the center of your reading, Aquarius, when it comes to your finances or career? Keep in mind, these are general, y'all, so, you know, take what applies. Oh, superstition. You might be the person that a Pisces has to block out. Okay, maybe. Hey, welcome on Kick. All right, so superstition, there's nervousness or worry, or there could be a superstition surrounding money. What are we worried about? This doesn't have to be you, it could be somebody else, but what are we worried about here? Mystery. Okay, literally I'm getting worried about the unknown. Like somebody's worried about the unknown, or somebody could also be worried that someone is hiding like finances or hiding something about their career. Okay. We're worried about the unknown when it comes to money, unknown expenses, fees, or the future, or just worried that somebody is hiding something. Okay, what do we think is hidden here? If it could be a secret when it comes to money. I don't know if this is you. Self-esteem and truth. Interesting. Okay, we're going to see the truth when it comes to insecurities. Maybe somebody's hiding the fact they feel insecure about their finances right now. What role do you play here, Aquarius? Hello, welcome. Welcome, y'all. Kathleen on Kick. I know you see me reading these cards, baby. I can't I can't have the small talk right now. I'm not ignoring you. All right, so let's see, Aquarius. What role do you play here? These are general, guys. Okay, what role you play here is skill. So you could be budgeting something. All right, you're budgeting, you're planning. All right, you could also have like a really good skill set that makes you money here, but literally she has a calculator. So I feel like you're being really accurate with how you spend your money or the money that's coming in. All right, what other energy should you be in to generate more income or to, you know, further your career? What energy should you be in here? Okay, superstition. Okay, so you should be concerned. You should work. You should okay. Now don't get afraid. Wait, hold on. I don't I don't want anybody to be afraid. I'm not trying to invoke fear in anybody. That is not the point of these readings. So please, 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 because I want to be as careful as possible with that element of it. But what do you need to so also with concern, it doesn't mean like, okay, let's see. What do you need to be concerned with here? Let's see. If you need to be concerned, and this card is about accuracy, if you are planning something, something may be inaccurate. Also, always think about how the calculator has 10% on it. So maybe there is something that you're not sure of yet. All right, so I would look, you know, look over everything. But what should you be concerned about, Aquarius? Hi, if you want to do yes or no questions, you can subscribe to readings. I also do the $5 Cash App questions while I'm live. And my Cash App is the same username as TikTok. So it's EeshUrHeartOut. All right, what should you be concerned about here, Aquarius? And I will do them in between the signs if anybody ever does that. You should be concerned about leadership. Okay. So those of you at work, I would not trust your manager. I would not trust whoever owns the business. If you're partnered with somebody and they want to lead the finances, I don't think you should let them lead you. What's the issue here? What is leadership doing with the finances or something? Or your manager, maybe you need to be concerned about the business itself. This is at work. I would not trust. Do not trust your manager or your supervisor. Okay, Aquarius, I wouldn't share any intimate details with them. If I get this card, I also would not go to like HR. I wouldn't do any complaining. Even if they are like, oh, you know, blah, 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 let me know, tell me this, that, and the third. You should not trust whoever your manager or your supervisor is at work. Now, if you're coming out as skilled, you may be even sharing a skill set. They may even take credit for that. Okay, what's going on? Who's the leader here in your reading? Let's see if it'll give us a sign, like a zodiac sign or something. Okay, order. Yeah, it's somebody that's planning something. It's whoever's planning. I also would not trust, like, I don't know if you guys are like married or whatever. There's somebody that considers themselves like the head of the household or they're the ones in charge of the budget. I would not trust this person. There's like it could be a business owner, the manager, supervisor, whoever's in charge. Why should you be concerned? What are they doing? Uh-oh, it's getting juicy. Okay, we have potential. Okay, innovation and change. So they're about to switch something up. They're going to see if they can change something. So like oh gosh, like I'm going to give as many different examples, y'all, because these are general. Thank you for the gift as well on TikTok. I appreciate you. So I'm going to give y'all as many general examples of this, right? Say you share finances with somebody in the household and they're taking charge of it. They are manipulating something and changing it. Like say you had a budget, they're going to change that. If this is at work, hold on, babe. I'm streaming. Oh. I see you later. Go ahead. I already know what you were going to say. I need a snack. Eat some more fruit. Plenty of fruit. Get some cherries. Thank you. Can you put some grapes in a bowl for me? Thank you. All right, sorry, y'all. So they're going to make some changes, or if this is like a manager or a supervisor, they're seeing what they can switch up about, like maybe your role at work. Let's see what the change is here. Okay, what's the current state of a scenario? Okay, fluidity. Yeah, so I feel like there's cash flow. Something's going in and out, fluidity. What are they trying to change this to? Oh, dominance. Okay. What's that? Oh, thank you. That was quick. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so something's fluid, or it's moving nicely, or there's ebbs and flows to it. The money's going, in and out, or something like that. It's already being done, but now somebody wants to control it. Dominance. Okay, what would that mean for you? What would be the result for you with career or finances? Transition. Yeah. You would either have to like literally relocate, move. Maybe they're going to change your departments at work, or like they're going to change something. Okay. Let's get tarot. Thank you. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate you. I would also not trust somebody else with your money. It just depends on what you guys do for a living. But I wouldn't, if you're like good at your own finances, you need to be managing your own portfolio or your own account or something like that. Okay, let's see. Let's get 8 cards here. I was trying to give y'all like a nice lighthearted. See, this is why when you see readers and they're like, oh, there's a new opportunity coming in, like people really gotta read, like actually read. All right, so let's see, because if you gotta be concerned about something, you need to know. No shade. Just letting you guys know. All right, let's see. So we got the 10 of Pentacles. So there's the money. I feel like there's a bunch of people sharing finances, or this is the money of the household. So you have the 10 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles. All right, so I feel like you're looking at the money where it's been, what you've invested in, or something like that. Yeah, the Magician. Somebody's looking at this and they know that you have enough money. Somebody may know that you have enough money, or something like that. Okay, we got the 4 of Cups, the Empress. There's a Page of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles. The Tower again. Uh-oh. We're pulling the Tower a lot today. I don't always pull the Tower. Yeah, somebody's literally going to make an unexpected change. Because, okay, I don't think you'll see this coming, or I don't think you're going to pay attention, or you don't notice yet. I'm also getting to like the money that you have manifested, you're expecting it to come to you like effortlessly. I would maintain it, hold on to it. Let's see what the Tower is. What's the result of the Tower? Yeah, strength is opposite of you. All right, Aquarius. Emotions, versatility, passion. Let me get one more, and then resilience. Yeah, this is literally opposite of you. It could be it's like an authoritative figure. What are they looking at as potential here? Because I see them literally looking at this. It could be like the way this is depicted, like assets, family members, bank accounts. I don't know if somebody has access to your bank accounts. Like if this is a manager at work. Let's see. What are they looking at? What has potential to them? Potential again. The same cards 3 times. Damn, yeah, transition. Literally. Somebody's like, yeah, no, I'm going to take this and they want to, do they want to move? Do they want to relocate? Where is something located, or like, where are you located? What's going on right now? Yeah, peace. I feel like that's why you have superstition. You're not paying attention. You don't notice it. Okay, transition to what? Also, something is just calm considering your finances. You may not notice this. Yeah, humor. Okay. Somebody could be using the money on things that don't really, like, matter. Okay. Why? Okay, what's the outcome for you? Oh, why, thank you. I appreciate that. My #1 fan. Thanks. Not fans, guys. Supporters. Supporters. All right, what's the outcome here for you, Aquarius? Mood, love. There's defense again. Yeah, you need to actually look into something here. Now, whereas Pisces had that energy where they should network and put themselves out there, I feel like you should be a little more closed out off. I don't think, like, this is not a good time to just automatically trust like a supervisor, manager, or anything like that. Yeah, order and leadership is somebody that's actually in charge of something there. All right, let me write that down. All right, Capricorns. Do we got any Capricorns in here? Any Cappies? What are y'all signs? Let me know what y'all signs are, by the way. We might start doing it that way. Have people drop their signs in the chat and then I do that order. That's how I used to do it. I need a bobby pin. Hold on, y'all, because these braids is driving me crazy. I want to cut them out so bad. I'm only keeping them in because the chitlin needs to go to the pool and the beach and things. Okay, we got Leo and Capricorn. Oh, you are a Capricorn? Okay. All right, put these in, get them out my face. I gotta bring back the pixie all ASAP. Okay. Sorry, y'all. All right, Capricorns. Let's see. Did I do my timestamp here for you guys? Make sure. Okay, let me change it. All right. Capricorns. Okay, shout out to the Sag. My Leo, Capricorn, and Sagittarius are the most, I feel like that's the most frequent signs. Okay, let's see. What's the energy surrounding your finances, Capricorns? Let's see what's the most important scenario with your finances here. Okay, Capricorn rising. Superstition, so same thing as Aquarius. Okay, you and Aquarius are both ruled by Saturn, so that might be why this has something in common. What are we, in your reading, what are we nervous about or worried about? Uh-oh, I didn't expect this. I guess that's why this won. Okay, passion. So with passion, I'm getting like impulsive decisions. Do not make an impulsive decision, an impulsive like purchase. I mean, you know, passion in this deck, it is sex. So I don't know what's going on sexually. Maybe that's inhibiting like your career or anything. Okay. What energy should you be in to generate the most income for yourself or to further your career, Capricorns? I'm also getting to, you should think about what you desire. Actually sit and think about that. Okay, so potential. Okay, so everybody's putting potential. That's crazy. It's so interesting when I shuffle and pull the same cards for people like that. Okay, so potential. Okay, so I feel like in your case, you need to see the potential in something. I feel like you have a lot of potential. Let's see, what has the potential to grow for you? Okay, voice. All right. So, if whatever you guys do, you would be good at speaking. So, at your job, it would be good for you to like volunteer to do public speaking, maybe host the meeting or, you know, try to do whatever you can do. Like at my old job, you used to be able to like volunteer to do the newsletter. I don't, you know, company newsletter, things like that. Anything with communication. If this is like creative for you, if you know how to sing, write stories, anything like that, if you know how to, I mean, maybe somebody on here wants to do like a podcast, maybe you want to do your own channel. If you already have a product or like a side hustle, it's time for you to actually speak out about it and things like that. But what else would be a good thing for you to discuss voice wise when it comes to finances? So our like whatever topic. Okay, you've got resistance and innovation. Let me see. And then leadership. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know how to do finances very well. Like if you're a financial person yourself, that could be what you help people with. Okay. Okay, what else does this have the potential to come for yourself? Become, did I say that right? What does this have the potential to become for you? Nope, I didn't do Cancer yet. Okay, so you've got pride. So this is the Six of Wands, a lot of attention on you. Okay. Okay, pride and self-esteem. You know what else too? I would do like affirmations. Affirmations can help a lot. Like if you're worried about finances, money, things like that, or if you're worried about like taking a chance on something, do some affirmations, speak positively on yourself. So I feel like you're going to realize there's an option that you don't have to do. All right, so pride, you'll have a lot of attention on you. Let's see. Oopsies. Ugh. Yeah, but don't do anything you know, impulsive here. All right, so you are potential. Hi, welcome. Black sugar. What? All right, let's see. All right, so you got the Five of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Judgment, the Temperance. There's your voice. So I don't know if you're talking to a Sagittarius or you are probably going to be the speaker or the teacher. I feel like this is you. You may have, since Sag came out, you may have like a Mercury and Sag, Moon and Sag, rising. All right, so you have literally, you have an opportunity to speak. You have an opportunity to use your platform. Yeah, you're definitely speaking. I don't know. You definitely teaching somebody something, like easily. So whatever you guys are good at, maybe you're able to teach people how to do it. Like say you like to cook or something. You can do recipes online and things like that. So you need to start speaking up and talking and using your voice. You know what, too? Because this is I wish I could hold up all the cards. But there's literally people that need what you're going to say, literally. You see that in the Five of Pentacles? Those people need to hear you speak. So if you feel like, oh, you know, that maybe you feel like something's oversaturated. There is a niche of people or a group of people that need to hear what you have to say. I got the Knight of Wands, you got the Eight of Wands, and the Star. This is I feel like a lot of teaching. I feel like, too, you're able to teach, like, the rules and regulations to something. Let's see what the superstition part is. Let's see who's nervous. Because you may be nervous to speak out, talk in front of people. I feel like a lot of creative energy, too. Like, somebody definitely is going to listen to you. It really works out for you. You can, like, say this was about finances, right? And you know how to fix credit or you know how to build LLCs or something like that. I will start doing videos about that or teaching somebody. But who's worried here with superstition? And I'm going to see what these people need here. Okay, we got truth and versatility. So they see the truth. So I feel like somebody knows they need assistance. What do they need help with the Five of Pentacles? What's missing for them? Interesting. Personality. I feel like people will feel comfortable around you. That's one thing too. Like you'll make people feel like they can relate to you. All right. So I know everybody doesn't want to do like content creation, but it's like if this is at work, I feel like your coworkers or your staff members, they would really like to listen to you. Like depending on what you do for work, maybe you're able to do presentations or do like the tutoring and things like that. Maybe that, or like the training, not the tutoring, but like training. Maybe you could be a teacher. Maybe you always want to be a teacher. If you have your master's, you can go ahead and do like be a professor or something like that. That's what my sister does. She got a master's, so she's a professor. So you could do stuff like that. You could teach. So I feel like it's definitely something with you. You need to speak. All right, people need that. I feel like too, what's missing, if it's personality, it's almost like these people, I don't want to say they don't know themselves. I don't want to say that. What other element do you bring here, Capricorn? Because I feel like that's what you need to hear. What other element would you bring to this? Okay, sexuality. So there's the two people. Maybe you could be attractive. Maybe the people of the same gender need somebody like you. Like maybe you're the first woman to speak on this. Maybe you're the first man to speak on this. All right, so what's the outcome here for you, Capricorns? Okay, healing. Yeah, so I feel like you'll have a solution. Also, this is with the thank you. Also within yourself. Let's see, what might be the issue for you here? Just in case. Okay, you could be distracted or conflicted with fight. All right, what are you going to heal this into here? Interesting. You got defiance. There's intuition. Okay. Yeah, and guidance. You'll be guided by your intuition to do this. You're going to know what this is. This would be like a like something that comes natural to you. Like say you're like a natural singer or a natural cook, or you know, something that's easy for you with instinct. All right, so that's your reading, Capricorns. Let me write that down. That's a good reading. I don't have any plans today, so I might do love readings later because I know a few people ask for love readings. What? They put bots in your food and crippled you. What does that mean? Oh, thank you, Jessamy. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, I like a good, what's it called? What's the amber? Maybe amber or something? Is that the color? Libra, Aries. We're going in order. If you guys are just now joining, we're going backwards. So I started with Pisces. So we did Pisces, Aquarius, and Capricorn. And now we're on Sag. I pronounced your name right. Listen, my name's Aisha with an A. So I know the struggle. I done been Alicia, Aisha. I know the struggle, girl. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius is up next. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, Sagittarius. What's the center of your career and finances? What is the center of it? Let's see. Hopefully superstition don't come back out again. That came out twice, but we'll see. Okay, so guidance, the Three of Cups. We did just pull the High Priestess or instinct and guidance. So we did just pull that. But guidance is the center of your reading. Now, this could be what you're guided to do financially, something that you learned how to do. But let's just see. So who's providing the guidance in this reading? Let's see. Could be somebody you learned something from. Okay, leadership. Now, Aquarius, in their reading, they were supposed to be concerned about leadership. So we're going to make sure we're going to check that. Because it definitely could be, you know. All All right, so what are people being guided to do here? And I'm going to get your energy too. What are people being guided to do? Yeah, superstition. Wait, okay. Okay. So there's like somebody that's in charge and people are being guided to worry about what? Hold on, let's worried about what? Okay, mood. Okay, being worried about like regrets, losses, boredom. Okay, let's see what role you play here. We're going to clarify that later. So, what is your current energy here, Sagittarius? And then we're going to see what energy you need to be in. What's your current energy? Okay, voice. So Capricorn have voice again, you know, that's going to be close to each other. Yes, I'm doing sign readings and we're going backwards. So right now we're on Sagittarius. So it'll be Sag, Scorpio, Libra, and then Virgo. Okay, so you're the one talking, you're speaking up, all right. So I don't know if you and Capricorn may have to have a conversation or if you have Capricorn placements. What is the most important energy for you to be in to further your career and your finances? Okay, style. All right. Some of you, maybe you need to work with a Cancer, focus on a Cancer. But with style, this is like doing something your own way. All right. Also, I don't know if anybody's wondering if you should do anything like driving wise, traveling wise. Like this is driving to me. So it just depends on what you guys want to do. I just got to give all the general energy. But with style, this is about you doing something your own way. I don't know if any of you do like makeup. You would do good at like doing makeup tutorials, hair tutorials, maybe nails. Like I don't know if there's like an MUA on here. You know, anybody that does anything like aesthetic wise. All right, if you have a Cancer around you, you can work well with a Cancer. All right, what's this, what's um I'm also going to say this with mood here, do not, because this is emotions. If it comes down to something financially, do not get stuck in your emotions. Don't get stuck in sadness because of your money or something like that. Because what I will say is, and I've said this before, you can be rich and depressed. All right. So don't try to separate the two. But, you know, style is the energy that you need to be in here. And we're going to clarify that. But who's the leader? I mean, you're a voice. I don't know. That could be, yeah, change. This is like the Aquarius reading a little bit. This could also be a Scorpio telling people, hey, like, don't trust this with change. No shade to the Scorpio. They just rule change. I don't know. All right, so let's clarify. Let's see. Let's see. I'm hot, y'all. Yeah, the Chariot. So that's why I mentioned, I always get these, not always, but I do get these together. So first of all, keep moving forward. Take the good with the bad with something. Also, this is about you being on a path. So if you guys know, like in the tarot, you have the sevens, right? So one of the sevens is the Seven of Wands, meaning that something is blocked out right now. You are not blocked out. Or right now, the path you're on, there is nothing blocking that path. All right, keep moving forward. Do something your own way. Okay, you may need to listen to or work with a Cancer. They may help you. There's a Queen of Wands. There's a Page of Cups. All right, you got the Queen of Swords, Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles. The Tower again. Okay, and then the Eight of Cups. I'm surprised that the Tower keeps coming out there. All right, I will say too, the Queen of Wands can represent like attractiveness, beauty. So if anybody wants to do stuff like that, like literally like makeup, hair, things of that nature, that's really interesting. Okay, what's the Tower real quick? Because what do you expect here, or what's the norm? Okay, luck Interesting. What are you going to realize with the Tower? Self-love. This is almost like something that's out of your control with luck. So maybe you think that your finances or your destiny or something that you're working on is out of your control. What were you expecting with luck? It's like you felt like something was destined, or there's something about like time here. You got personality, knowledge, and resilience. So something also is not supposed to be difficult. Maybe this could be like, oh, like if I put in a lot of work, things are difficult. I feel like you're supposed to go on an easy path forward here. What is occurring out of self-love? What are you able to do out of self-love here to generate more income for you? Okay, so with self-esteem and peace next to each other, there's something that you don't have to do. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, investing in that, or you're not comfortable with that strategy, you don't have to do that with peace here. What is self-esteem? What might make you feel, I'm also getting to, you may feel like left out. That's why this represents your own style, your own way of doing something. What might trigger self-esteem here? Oh, love. Okay, I feel like you don't feel comfortable having to do something for somebody else or having to include something for someone else. I would also say right now, if anybody doesn't, I feel like if you're not focused on dating, that's a good thing. If you're not focused on romance, that's a good thing for you right now. I'm still not sure what that is. Let me see. What is this leader part? Because there's nothing that you should feel like ashamed of, sad of. That didn't come out for you. So who's the leader up here? I'm not sure what that is. The Fool. And what are they warning people of? The Fool. Why would the leader be? See, because somebody's following after. It's like a little dog right there. And they're telling people to do what? Yeah, the Two of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. So let me see, because the Fool to me is like somebody that doesn't know anything. So I don't know why they're the leader. But what is the Fool? Like, what information are they missing? Somebody doesn't really know something. Oh, a superstition about love. We're going to figure out what that is. I wouldn't take your emotions out of it. Let's clarify the style in the Chariot one more time. What other energy should you be in here? I don't know if somebody's telling you to do something out of love for free or like, I don't know. That's interesting. Clarify the Chariot in the style real quick. Oh, okay. Intuition, instinct. So do something your own way. But okay, so this must be somebody else outside of you then. It's somebody else outside of you. Yeah, because you have intuition, superstition, and rebellion. Yeah, innovation, dominance, and ambition. Yeah, there's somebody else that's telling you not to do this or not to try something, or that's interesting. Another thing too, I said that to, I think I said that in the Capricorn reading. You guys should do affirmations too. I love affirmations. I feel like they have done a lot in my life. So do some affirmations surrounding money and things like that. Thank y'all. Yes, thank y'all for liking the live. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so that was Sagittarius. I hope that was clear for you guys. If you're not dealing with a Cancer, because y'all know my daughter's a Cancer, so I understand that energy a lot. But like I said, just keep moving forward on the path that you're on. Do not get distracted. If somebody is, I would not also, with the whole leader thing, if you're learning how to do something, it's okay to take some of that information and incorporate it. And I've explained this before too, because I've learned things that way. But I feel like for you, something's going to learn from you having experience and paying attention to it. All right, so I could give an example, but that's going to be too specific. So okay, Scorpio is next. I'm gonna have to turn, y'all, it's hot. Hold on. I don't know why. I thought we had the air on. Let me check. Hold on, y'all. Okay, whoo. Trying to kill me in here. It just didn't cool off yet, so I'm not going to make it too cold. All right, Scorpios. We got any Scorpios in here? So far, I know we got the Capricorns, the Leos, the Sagittarius. All right, Scorpios. Let's see. Superstition has come out in every reading, so hopefully we can change that pattern for you guys. All right, what's the center of your reading, Scorpios? Oh, hold on. That was a lot of cards. Okay, the 3 cards that came out, you got connectivity, self-love, and spirituality. So we're gonna reshuffle. That was a little too many. All right, so let's see. So what's the center of your reading, Scorpios? Center of your reading, Scorpios. Okay, skill. Aquarius came out as skill. So if you're dealing with an Aquarius, they're the person that you could be dealing with. They came out as being very accurate. There is a certain skill set, of course, that you could be dealing with. If it's not an Aquarius, this could also be a Libra. I get that card with Libra a lot. All right, so a certain skill set can generate some income for you. All right, what role do you play here currently, Scorpios? Okay, determined, your focus, tenacity. All right, so you're very focused, determined on what you want here. All right, what other energy should you be in to generate more income for you or to further your career? Okay, defense. Okay, so Pisces also had defense. Okay, so let's see what you need to block out here. So what do you need to say no to or block out? Okay, self-esteem. All right, so block out any insecurities. Also, if you're very focused right now and you may feel alone, you know, block that out. Don't feel insecure about this. What might trigger some insecurities here in career? Rebellion. Okay, if you have to do something different than other people or you're kind of going against the grain, that make you feel weird. Or rebellion, instinct, emotions. Okay. Let me get one more. And ambition. Okay. So block out any insecurities or somebody around you that feels insecure. I don't know why I'm also getting somebody's offended. Don't let somebody be offended around you. That doesn't make much sense, but they could be depending on what you're doing or what you got going for yourself. All right, so let's see. Let's get 8 cards here. Okay, the 4 of Pentacles. So that's you know, that could be holding on, saving money. All right. The Emperor, the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and then the King of Wands. All right, so I feel like too, okay, so do not, you're going to observe how I felt to put a group of people before yourself, so don't do that. What are you holding on to with the Four of Swords here? I feel like you're going to have to protect, like, you're going to have to stop somebody from seeing your finances. Okay, yeah, peace. I feel like, too, you're being quiet about what you have. All right, you're being quiet about the money that you have. Save it. Don't share it with anybody. All right, what else is your energy down here in these 8 cards? This is a pretty simple reading. I don't think you need much here. Okay, vision. What are you... So you noticed this already. What are you able to notice here with finances in your career? Sexuality, confidence, and personality. Is it so? I feel like you're observing somebody else. You're observing somebody financially. Okay. Let me see. Because there's the Page of Swords. So you're observing somebody. What else do you notice here? I feel like it's a woman with the Queen of Cups. What else are you observing or noticing? Yourself. Okay. That's you. You're the Death card. Yeah, the 8 of Cups and then the 10 of Pentacles. You may feel like you have to... I feel like you remember the time where you literally moved or you left to go somewhere. Oh, the 5. Okay, wait, let me finish the story. The 5 of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and then the 8 of Swords and the Tower. You're kind of noticing you left somewhere that was financially stable and you went somewhere... Let me see. You went somewhere that kind of messed you up a little bit. It's like you were doing well and then you ended up in a scenario where you weren't financially well off. What did you do here in the Death card, Scorpio? Angel, Sagittarius. Oh, transition. And then mood. You made... I feel like... If it's... I don't want to say it that way. I feel like you... Okay, either a Sagittarius moved away, left... Or you got somebody that was well-tempered and they transitioned into being like regretful or having a loss here. Yeah. Okay. What did you expect here when the Tower is here? What did you expect? Okay, Defiance. What actually occurred here? All right, you got passion, defense, and mood. Okay, whatever this is, right? There's a scenario where you're kind of observing what you did financially. It led to like a loss or a regret. The outcome of that is, now if it is a Sagittarius involved, the outcome of that is like they're blocking out some sort of regret here. Because in the Sag reading, it was leadership guidance, and where they guiding people to do was worry about mood, right? So I feel like if it's a Sag involved, they listened to somebody or whatever the mindset they were in, they ended up in that position. They ended up feeling like regretful, sadness. This could be you if you have like a Sag placement or something too. Now it's turned into them blocking that out. That's what's occurring. So they already experienced this mood, sadness, loss. So now they desire to block that out. Let's see what the regret or the loss is financially. What do they regret? So now that's not going to happen anymore. Peace and respect. What do they wish they would have done here? I feel like, too, they weren't paying attention to something. Yeah, knowledge and pride. They wish they would have knew better, or they wish they would have known they were above something. So this is why you have defense and self-esteem. When it comes to money and resources, don't humble yourself. You need to, whenever I get the 10 of Pentacles, I kind of look at that as like surrounding yourself with people who have resources or networking. It like, I feel like your reading has a lot to do with the type of people that you're surrounding yourself with. Because there's a scenario where somebody feels like, damn, I wish I would have knew I was above that, or that I was better than that. I shouldn't have did that, or something like that, or I shouldn't have been included in that. All right, what's the outcome for you, Scorpios? Hopefully I said that in a clear manner, but what's the outcome for you, Scorpios? Yeah, there's passion again. Passion, leadership, inspiration, and angel, and then knowledge. Yeah, and then emotions. Okay, so if there's anything, I feel like if there's a Sag involved, they know how to control their emotions, or they're not going to fall into mood or whatever, or regret or sadness, or they're not going to allow their emotions to affect their finances or their career. You could have Sag placements, like I said. All right, so let me write that down. It's crazy how, like, when I'm doing readings, angel comes out. It didn't come out in the Sagittarius reading, but it was in the Pisces, Capricorn, and this Scorpio one. All right, Libra is next, y'all. Sorry, I'm chewing in y'all ear. It helps with my little itchy throat. It's going away. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Hey, welcome. I made a post about a Libra too today. Oh my God. I don't know. I can't. This is not going to apply to all Libras, but it just made me think about. I don't know if y'all knew Mystic Lipstick. If y'all ever heard of her, but I told y'all that story before. They actually ended up doing a documentary on her, and I brought that story up, and I did not know she was doing all that. I don't know if y'all ever seen her. Like, she was on Twitter and she used to do birth charts and stuff. She's a Libra. That's why that reminded me of that. She went crazy basically. And she was doing like voodoo on people, hoodoo, spell work, cursing them. It was a lot. I didn't know she was doing all that. I don't know where the documentary is, but there's an astrologer that I met at like an astrology convention like years ago, and he's featured in it. I need to watch it. She was pretty wild. All right, but anyway, Libras, hopefully y'all not hopefully y'all not as crazy. Yeah, it was bad. She went through a real bad spiritual psychosis. Her Twitter is still up. You can see her last tweet. She unfortunately she killed her daughter and tried to kill the other daughter and killed her fiance, and then killed herself. Like, she thought the world was going to end or something like that, or like New World Order or something. But she was like hexing people, cursing people. She had like beef with this astrologer and was putting spell work on her car, and then apparently her car was crashing. It was a lot. I need to watch the whole thing. It was a lot. So yes, that's why I always warn people, when y'all are watching me, please be grounded. Do not get, don't fall into spiritual psychosis. It's very real. Please be mindful. Oh, speaking of, really quick, I know I'm talking a lot in between, but my TikTokers, please don't get scammed. If the more people that watch me, the more fake pages there will be of me. Right now, I don't think there is any, but the last time it was literally like 20 pages. Please don't get scammed. If anybody messages you talking about, oh, I'll do spell work, I see this energy on you, that is not me. I will not message y'all for any readings. I have to put that out there. No, well, it happened in real life. They did it. They did a, ooh, damn. I'm stuttering. It happened in real life, but they did a documentary on her. Yeah. It was crazy because that was like, that might have been one of the first people I saw that was talking about birth charts and stuff when I first got into it. And then she believed that like her fiance was her twin flame and all that. That's another reason I don't teach y'all twin flame stuff. I be warning y'all, don't I tell my people. Yeah, I don't know what it's on. I think it was on either HBO Max or something. I keep seeing it on my TikTok. So I need to find it. All right, I'm sorry, Libras. That was an intermission there. I was rapping. All right, Libras. Yeah, y'all gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. All right, what's the center of your finances and career here, Libras? Center of your finances and career. Okay, passion, desires, okay. What do you desire really quick, Libras? And then we'll get your energy. Okay, style. Now, this was Sagittarius's advice. If you know a Sag, you may want to do the same things that Sagittarius is doing, or you may want to work with them. But if it's not that, literally, you just want something to keep moving forward in the way that it's going. You may want to work with a Cancer. That's my Cancer card. I'm also getting to, you want to do something, what is I guess like cosmetology. It could be something like that, like hair, makeup, clothes, things of that nature. Or, financially, you just desire, you want to buy different, clothes and things like that. That could be like your motivation right now. All right, so what's your current energy, Libras? Could be attracted to a Cancer. I don't know. All right, what's your current energy, Libras? Okay, so you're determined and focused just like Scorpio. You and Scorpio are in similar energy. All right, what other energy should you be in to further your career, Libras? Okay, innovation. All right, so get creative. Now, innovation can also be like, I talk about affirmations, manifestation. I look at that as like writing things that's positive for yourself. But you're able to create something. Now, if you're innovation, that means that you have all the tools that you need to make it work. There's nothing that you really have to go find. All right. What are you going to be able to create here, Libras? Okay, so truth. Okay, so maybe this is manifestation. I don't know why I feel like that. It could be manifestation. Okay, yeah, angel and self-love. I feel like you want to do what a Sagittarius is doing or something like that. Okay, all right. What are you currently focused on with tenacity or whatever? Let's see, what are you currently focused on or determined to have? You got sexuality and luck. Okay. So you're kind of focused on when something's going to happen. Maybe you're like with luck, fortune. You may believe in like fate. You're like, okay, this is fated or something like that. I feel like too, you're very focused on when something's going to happen. So if your energy is innovation or that's the advice, make it happen now. All right. So if you're like, man, when am I going to get this? When am I going to get that? It's time to start researching and like jumping out there, studying something so that you can do it. All right. Let's get 8 cards. Okay, the 5 of Wands. Okay, the 2 of Swords. This is typically your card, Libra. So I feel like you're trying to ignore distractions right now. That could be why you're focused. We'll figure out what's distracting you. I feel like, too, there's some internal conflict. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. 3 of Wands. You're waiting. What are you waiting for? We'll figure that out. You got the Tower, the 10 of Swords, the 9 of Cups, and then the 4 of Pentacles. Like you're waiting for something. What opportunity are you waiting for? Personality. Personality again. Maybe you're trying to figure out who you are as a person first, or what can I create? But it's almost like you're waiting to see what somebody else does. You're waiting to get information about another person. What's the conflict here? What's the conflicting energy? literally fight. Okay, are you competing with somebody? Fight, love, order, and healing. I feel like you're fighting for love before healing something within yourself. If you're focused on like a soulmate or something, or you're focused on love, I feel like that's literally what you're fighting for. Or that's what you're conflicted about. And you're putting that before healing or fixing something. Okay, let's clarify. What's the issue with your career right now or finances? I don't know if anything's that bad. Yeah, why is Angel coming out? Angel and versatility. Okay, what does the Temperance have to do with you? What's their sexuality and inspiration? Maybe you're attracted to a Sagittarius, but it looks like they're working with an Aquarius. I don't know what that has to do with you, though. Okay, what should this be healed into for you, Libras? And then I'm going to see what the Wheel of Fortune is. You. Yeah. You're focused on... You're focused on someone else. You're focused on another person. Okay. Well, let's see what the Tower is. It's like you're so focused on another individual that you're not focused on something that can generate income for you. So I don't know if you love a Sagittarius, if you're dating a Sagittarius or a Cancer. It doesn't have to be a Sagittarius, it could be a Cancer. Let's see what the Tower is. I pulled Sag twice, so in case it... Okay, let's see. What were you expecting, Libra? I'm going to say that I feel like your love life is distracting you from actually focusing on something, but what were you expecting? We'll see what the Tower is. Okay, leadership. What's the result of the Tower? Maybe you thought somebody was going to lead you or teach you. Yeah, resilience, voice, hustle, and emotions. I feel like somebody's telling you, you know, your emotions, something is affected. Your emotions, excuse me, your emotions are affecting your finances. You're expecting somebody to lead you and tell you to do what? Power, defense, and truth. I feel like you want someone to tell you, like, you're able to do this. You have the power to do this. So this is not, your reading is not about blocking something out like everybody else or like Scorpios or Pisces. Your reading is about something different. You want to know that you have the power to block what out? Or to say no to something. That's what you want to know. Yeah, style. It's like you want to block out a Cancer or a Sag, or you want to know that you have the power to stop someone else. So I feel like that's why the Five of Wands is here. There's conflict here. That kind of has nothing to do with your career. It's like you have a certain path that you want. Maybe you want to make sure nobody has the power to block your path. Or maybe you want me to tell you, like, this could be a scenario where you're expecting me to say, like, oh, this is what's blocking you. Or nothing right now has the power to block you but you. Or like you feel like, because if there was actually a blockage, that would have came out. And this is like you're waiting to hear like something outside of you is blocking you, or that you have the power to block somebody else's path or something like that. I'm getting you don't. Where are you at in these 8 cards here? Yeah, you're working, ambition. But I feel like you're repeating something. It's like you're still distracted. Okay, what is the outcome for you, Libras? Okay, you got order and change. Okay, what is this scenario? Because we need to figure out what needs to shift or change here. Yeah, defense. What's being blocked out? It's like you don't have the power to block it. Fluidity. What is that? What is this going to change into? Something's blocking cash flow. Yeah, self-love. Yeah, why does angel keep coming? That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. It's like somebody else is in your reading. It's like something is so centered around a Sagittarius almost that you can't even think straight or something. Your energy is innovation. So you do have the power to do what you need to create. Nobody is blocking you. Nothing is stopping you. Because I do want to give an example. Like for Aquarius, they needed to be concerned about something. You're not pulling superstition. Maybe you think something's stopping you, but it's like there's nothing that has nothing to do with you here. All right, let me write that down. All right, so that was Libra. Hopefully that helped you guys. But yeah, y'all are able to create something if you're wondering. Like, get creative, use all the tools that you have on hand. And what do I mean by that? It's like, okay, you got a car, you can drive somewhere. You can do Lyft, Uber, DoorDash, or like, you know, I mean, it's all kinds of stuff you can do. But I feel like too, you have the tools to figure something out. You can go research it. Because you're working, you're repeating something, but it's like you're still waiting. Because if you're waiting for personality, yeah, I don't know. It's like you're distracted. You were distracted by love is what it came out as, the Five of Wands love card. All right, so maybe, you know, in past tense, that could have been happening. So you're figuring out how not to do that. All right, Virgo is next, y'all. These are financial and career readings. We're going backwards in the zodiac. So we did Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sag, Scorpio, and Libra. Ooh. I might do love readings later. We'll see what I feel like later. Because I don't really plan on doing nothing yet. Because I might go to the beach tomorrow. And the pool is closed. So I might just come back on here. And Raising Canaan, I don't think that came on this week. That's my show. That's my show. All right. I do need to watch Let's Rap About It. I like that podcast. So I could watch that. All right, Virgos. Let me timestamp it. Virgos. We're doing finance readings by zodiac. We're going backwards in the zodiac, y'all. So what's the scenario surrounding the Virgos' finances and career? Most important scenario. Okay, resistance. Okay. What are we resisting when it comes to career and finances? Okay, fluidity. You're resisting the flow of the finances, or you don't want to experiment, or you're resisting going with the flow, cash flow. Okay. Okay, let's see. Maybe that means you have an opportunity. You may not want to take it. All right, what role do you play here, Virgos? What's your current energy with your finances and your career? Okay, inspiration. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, or you are an inspiration currently to someone. Something that you do for a living could inspire somebody. Okay. What do you do in your career or finances that is an inspiration here? Okay, confidence. All right, so something that you do for a living, you have your own money, your own finances. Okay. What other energy should you be in here, Virgos, to further your career? Okay, fight. You might have to compete. You might have to compete for something. What do you have to compete for? Depending on what you guys, want. Truth. Okay, so I feel like you're resisting fluidity. That you need to see the truth about that. What are you competing against, or like what are you going against here, or what do you need to go against? Fight. Oh, okay, a mindset. Okay, so you're going to have to challenge a mindset here. Okay, it's a trap mindset. Okay, I'm going to say clearly it's about money, but what is your current mindset here? Maybe you don't realize how well you're doing because you inspire somebody else. If you're coming out as confidence and inspiration. So maybe you don't realize you're doing good enough, or, something like that. But let's see. Or maybe you don't see yourself as an inspiration. What's your trap mindset here? How do you view this situation? Okay, determined, focus. Okay, passion, and then fluidity. Okay, if you were to open your mind, what would you see? Or how would you view this? Oh, yeah, resistance. So you don't realize you're resisting something. I feel like you're so focused that you don't realize you're actually causing resistance to your cash flow, or you're resisting going with the flow. So you might be like very meticulous. I mean, that's typically like a Virgo trait. That could be also like a scenario. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. You may be like missing out on opportunities maybe because you're resisting something. It's like you're so focused that you're missing an opportunity almost. Okay, because that's how you view it. You feel like, I'm very determined. It's almost like you're trying too hard, and that's what causes the resistance. All right, let's see. So go with the flow here. Ooh, why is my... All right, so you got the Ace of Cups. Yeah, flow. Okay, the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the King of Pentacles. So you are doing well with saving your money. Okay. There's an opportunity. The Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups, the Hangman, and then Two of Wands. Yeah, this is all about perspective. You have to challenge some sort of perspective when it comes to your cash flow. What are you... Because it's like an action that you're doing. I feel like maybe you're being too professional, or maybe you're holding on to too much. I don't think you're afraid, but because what are you doing that you view as like hard work or determination, and it's really resistance? What is it? Okay, transition. Yeah. Okay, what is the starting point? I don't know if you're moving or relocating. Okay, there's innovation. We were able to create something. And what does it transition into? Oh, okay. Power and order. What? Oh, shoot. Okay. What are we looking at then? What is this? What is this? Because it's like you're going to have to challenge this perspective, because what is causing is resistance. This is what you're looking at. So maybe you feel like somebody is like, sorry y'all, something poking me. It's like you're looking at someone and they look like they're at a lack, or like they don't have something. Yeah, there's the Magician, the Chariot, and the Star. There's a transition, and then there's Seven of Swords. If you're dealing with you're inspiring a Cancer. That's one thing. If you're dealing with a Cancer and an Aquarius, you're actually resisting something that you could be working on. What are these two people missing, or what's missing in this energy? It's almost like you're looking at people with no money, or or they don't have something or something like that. So what are these people missing here? The Eight of Wands, action. Let me see. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles real quick. This could be you as well. These are general by sign, or these are career by sign. What's missing for these people here that it's like you're looking at people, you're comparing. Okay, oh, love. So somebody, I feel like you're looking at something, there's no support system. What do they have? What do they have for going for them? You're gonna have to challenge a mindset around this. Rebellion and finesse. Yeah, so now they're trying to focus on something else. Somebody doesn't have any love in their life. What do they focus on? I don't know what this has to do with your career. These could be co-workers or something. Yeah, emotions and strength. It's almost like you're looking at it and you're like, yeah, I don't know. You feel like somebody's very determined, very focused. But they're missing out on a lot of love and they're resisting things. So maybe you're looking at like the Five of Pentacles is kind of like somebody that would be broke or something though. But maybe not. Maybe this represents like somebody that has a lot of money and they don't have any support or love or people around them. Interesting. Okay, what's the outcome for my Virgos here? Knowledge, defense, and order. Okay, what do we have knowledge about? Okay, fight. You're going to have to challenge a mindset because that mindset is conflicting with your intuition. Okay, and that has you like resisting going with the flow here. Okay, let me write that down. Leos. Leo is next. I know I got a Leo in here. I know there's a Leo or two. What is this popping up? Okay. I know there's a Leo or two floating around in here. Again, I might do, love readings later. Maybe. All right, let's see. Oh, it made sense? Okay, thanks. Thank y'all for clarifying that. I appreciate y'all. If you're just now joining, these are by zodiac sign. If you're on TikTok, you can check this out on YouTube if you missed your zodiac sign. But we're also doing career. So these aren't general right now, but I do have other general readings up there from the last couple of days. I think yesterday. Okay, Leo. What is the center of your finances and career, Leos? Uh-oh, self-esteem. Okay. Don't feel left out. Don't feel offended. But okay. Maybe you're the only one doing something in your career field or something like that. Like the only woman in the room, the only black person in the room, the youngest in the room, something like that. But what's challenging our self-esteem here? Could be somebody else too. But what's challenging self-esteem? Okay, vision. So it's something that you may see or somebody else sees something. Okay, what do you see here? What are you observing? I feel like you're looking at other people, maybe. Maybe that might, I don't know, might bother you. But what do you see here? Oh, you see the truth. Okay, you see the truth about what? So it could offend you or bother you, but what do you see the truth about in your career or finances? Okay, dominance. Trying to control something. You can, maybe you see what the dominant energy is, why somebody has the power that they do in their finances or career. What is the dominant energy here? Okay, angel of Sagittarius. Okay, what are they dominating or controlling? So that could, okay, that offends you or that may bother you because you see the truth, and the truth is that Sagittarius is the dominant energy. Okay, okay. What are they dominating? It could be a teacher if it's not a Sagittarius. Oh, you? You feel like a Sagittarius is controlling you, or you feel like a Sagittarius is more dominant than you? I'm thinking like, do I even know any Leos? Any Leos personally? What are they doing? What is this? Okay, what is the Sagittarius doing? I don't think it's me, y'all. I don't know. It's like, what's the Sagittarius doing? Inspiration. So, okay, first of all, inspiration is an Aquarius card. So they could be doing something opposite of what you do and that offends you, or they're inspiring. They're inspiring people. Virgo came out as inspiration too, so I don't know if you see a Sag with a Virgo and that bothers you. What are they? Okay, what are they inspiring people, or what are they inspiring people to do? Leadership. Okay, to initiate something, be the first. Okay. What is your current energy then, Leo? Maybe that's not you, maybe that's somebody else. So maybe it's a chain reaction. Maybe it's like that somebody else can see that somebody's inspiring you to lead. Like maybe you're around someone, and what's a good example of that? Like say you had a friend or something, and your friend's like, yeah, Leo, you should do blah, blah, blah. It's like there's another person around you that may not like that. Because, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if they're inspiring you to lead, I don't know why you would be. I don't think that's you. But let's see. What's your current energy, Leo? It could be somebody else around you. Okay, emotions. All right, what emotions are you feeling? Okay, you got attitude, perspective. You feel like something's all perspective. So maybe that, I don't think that that's you. I don't know. But I don't know. You feel like that's the dominant energy because they can inspire people to lead or something like that. But the reason you're feeling emotional is attitude, is the perspective. It's how you view something. So if you feel like if you're comparing yourself to somebody, everything is all perspective. Especially if we're talking about career and money. And I say this all the time. People can have a beautiful career or a beautiful, like a bunch of money, and they could be having a terrible life. So please do not, if you feel like you're comparing yourself to somebody, I wouldn't do that. But what is the most important energy for you to be in to further your career or finances for yourself? Okay, finesse. So with finesse, that's an energy where there's like a shortcut or a backup plan. All right, there's a shortcut or a backup plan, or you need a plan for something. All right, finesse. What do you need a plan for here? You hear she yells all day. I don't know if y'all heard her. All right, so you got respect, Taurus energy. Those can be rules and regulations. Okay, sexuality. So this is Taurus Gemini. I don't know if you're dealing with a Taurus, but it's Taurus Gemini. It's like having a standard and then you can make a decision. And then style. It's going in order. Wow. Yeah, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. So you need a... Okay. If you're in emotions, the best way I could put this right, if we're talking about career and finances, whatever standard you want for yourself, like what kind of life do you want to live, or because if we're comparing, maybe that person's in a dominant energy because they know what their goal is, or they know where they want to live, or maybe they've already studied something. And so for you, your plan would just be like, okay, it's time to think about what's the standard, what resources do I have to build upon, and then what decision do I want to make to move forward. Like something is going to start with a sturdier foundation with the respect card here. All right, I'm also getting, if these are people, you're going to have to plan for, a relationship between a Taurus and a Cancer. If these are people in your career, in your family. All right, let me get the tarot cards here. You said your daughter's a Leo. That's cute, a Sag and a Leo. Oh, you're the reason that Leo keeps coming out in the Sag. I mean, like, why is it always a Leo in these Sag readings? But that makes sense. All right, let's see. Let's get 8 cards. I mean, in this case, it could be because you're her parent. So, of course, that's, you know, that would make sense. Hi there. Yeah, there's the Hierophant. So here's the rules, regulations. Again, it could be a Taurus, but these are the rules and regulations and standards that you would set for yourself. There's the 8 of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles, and then the 6 of Wands. I'm also getting this person. It depends on who this is, but the reason there's inspiration, I feel like this person gives people something that they need. So it's like somebody's teaching or talking. Here's the information. And that is why people are able to pay attention. Or that's what's making people pay attention to them or something like that. Let's see what else. Okay, so we got the Moon. There's Judgment, Justice, and the Knight of Pentacles. So what's your energy down here in these 8 cards? I'm going to see what this person is teaching you. Okay, so you got love. Why I keep dropping the cards, y'all? Jesus. Oh. Let me go back in the gym. All right, so your energy is love. So that's why you're coming out as emotions. What are you doing out of love currently? Okay, you've got courage. Okay, the courage to do what? Okay, to create, innovation. Okay, healing. So, you know what? I feel like you're coming up with a solution for somebody else and not yourself. You're doing that out of love, but if we're talking about finances or career, I feel like you're able to come up with like an idea for somebody else, or you're able to come up with an idea or a solution for someone else. I feel like too, if you're already able to fix something or heal something, you need to charge for that. It depends on what you guys do. Like say somebody was like, okay, I'm gonna do oil changes. I'm gonna just do an oil change real quick from a cousin. Start charging people, and that's just an example. So what does this person have information on? It's like they're showing them information or teaching them. So I see inspiration, but what are they doing to inspire people, or what information are they sharing? Spirituality. All right, so something about, I mean, that's real specific. So I feel like your faith, your spiritual belief systems. So that could be why it inspires people, because it gives them faith in themselves. I mean, I don't... Okay, but we got Judgment and there's the Justice. So I'm just going to show you, like, you go from this and then it causes the Knight of Pentacles. So it could cause growth or change. What's the effect here? You do have the Moon card here too. What's the effect with Justice? You. I feel like this must be somebody that's bothered by you or something. I'm going to say this too. If you have self-esteem, if it is you, of course, people that watch tarot and read tarot, we're considered, you know, weird and things like that. Or, you know, it just depends on what that is. Fluidity, vision, yeah, connectivity. You're going to see that you have a trap mindset. So what do you have a trap mindset here? That's why we have perspective. That's what's triggering your emotions. A trap mindset on what, Leo? Excuse me. Defiance. What do you feel like? What do you feel like you're going against? It could be going against a religion or going against something that you used to believe in or something. Transition. What do you feel like you're doing instead? Or what do you feel like is happening instead? Excuse me. Confidence. Why is that a... Okay, confidence, resistance, and fight. So we talked about Virgo. I don't know if Leo has a Virgo around. Like, this is all kind of connected. Literally, you're going to see that the issue here is a trap mindset. That is what blocks your finances, or that's what blocks other opportunities. So it's like, say you're watching somebody do something out of the norm, like spirituality. Like, the reason I can build my channel, a lot of people will say, oh, that's evil, that's the devil. But I have to deal with that while I'm streaming, right? I'm just giving examples. It's like I have to deal with trolls, or I have to deal with, you know, men finding my phone number and my email, or sending me dick pics. And so there's other things behind the scenes that somebody will have to deal with. But that's why, that could be why it's inspiring. I'm also getting to, if you, like, say, I'm giving an example because it's coming out so specific. Say I'm giving a reading, I'm telling people to start a business, and you don't want to start a business. That's okay. That has nothing to do, there is nothing wrong with making a lot of money working a 9-to-5. You can make a lot of money doing a 9-to-5. So that if anybody feels like, oh, I shouldn't, you know, what about people that work and things like that? But I don't know. I be trying to switch it up. I say management, supervising, and all that. And I always worked a 9-to-5. So, you know, you don't have to. It's the way that you're looking at making money or generating money or income. But I feel like the center of your reading is finesse, Hierophant, Gemini. You got Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. You need to plan accordingly based on your own methods. So I feel like say it is a person that's teaching or whatever, or they're maybe they're doing motivational speaking, or because I'm trying to keep it general. Everybody doesn't do spirituality. But it's like, say they were doing motivational speaking. That's something that they went through. That's something that's their foundation. That's something that helped them. So that's why that decision may work for them. Okay, let's see. What other energy should you be in, Leo? And then we'll get the outcome for you. Okay, pride. What do you need? Yeah, there's the 6 of Wands right there. So you need to feel that. You need to feel proud of yourself, or like, not, I don't want to say arrogant, but shit, I mean, you need to feel like you're above something. You need to feel proud of yourself. All right, what else should you be proud of here that you've done or created or completed career-wise? You got inspiration, superstition, mystery, and resilience. Also, your advice is finesse. That's a shortcut. If you feel like you've been doing too much or putting a lot of work in and not getting a lot back, you don't always have to struggle, or something shouldn't always be a struggle. I feel like, too, you got inspiration as well. So I feel like there's something you can inspire people to do, too. What is the outcome here for you? Excuse me. Yeah, passion, perspective, and finesse. See, right now, your emotions, passion is different. Passion is what, because this is the thing, right? Let me explain. If you're in an emotional state when it comes to finances or career, people, you know, you can cry and want to leave work, right? You don't feel good. You feel depressed. You don't feel like getting up for work, things like that. Passionate is something different. It would be like, no, I got to get this, or I'm determined to learn how to do this skill. I'm determined to get this promotion. Like, it's something like that. I feel like that's the energy that you need to be in. Okay. All right, so that's Leo. And then we're going backwards. So we're going to do Cancer. We got Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, and Aries left. All right. Love readings came in second place. So again, if I had the energy, I'm kind of like, I have a lot of energy lately. I don't know why, but I do got to get up early though and go to the bank and the post office. So maybe I should chill, but. All right, Cancers. Cancer. Hold on, let me write a timestamp. All right, Cancers. You guys came out in a Sagittarius reading if you're dealing with one. Are you pregnant or not? Oh, girl. You gotta, you're asking if you're pregnant? You better go get that test. These are general readings, y'all. Oh, no. Back in my day, I would go immediately to the store. I don't play around with that. I knew I was pregnant immediately. You said clear blue? For real. I don't play them type of games. I was 2 weeks pregnant. I knew. I got to nip that in the bud. Got to see what the situation is going to be immediately. All right, Cancer. Y'all are up next. Don't play around with that. All right, Cancers. That is a serious, lifelong, eternal decision. You need to know what's going on. All right, what's the scenario surrounding the Cancers in your career or finances? Let's see. Okay, resistance. I think Virgo also had that. All right, so resistance. They have resistance, fluidity, but what are we resisting here? What's being resisted? Personality. Okay, holding back, not being yourself. You may do something really good out in public. You're trying to like hide. Okay, so what part of your personality here? Excuse me. Okay, rebellion. I feel like you want to do something different than what everybody else is doing. Career-wise, okay. So you could be, excuse me, you could be like stifling yourself, holding back. I don't know if this is, you could be somebody around you. All right, so let's see. What's your current energy, Cancers? This could be about networking too with personality. Okay, connectivity. You feel trapped or stuck, or you could be constantly thinking about your finances and career, or you have a trapped mindset around your finances and career. Okay. What do you feel trapped with, or what is your trapped perspective? Okay, determination and focus. Like you keep focusing on something, or okay. Okay, resilience. Okay, wait. So you may think something is difficult. You're like, I have to put in all this work. I have to do all of this work. I feel like there must be an easier way to do something. So let's see. What energy should you be in? What's the best energy for you to be in to generate more income, or what am I trying to say? Or further your career? Let's see. Angel, that's crazy. What? All right, so you and Sagittarius are supposed to work together. You and Sagittarius pulled each other. Okay, I'm also getting two with Temperance energy. If you don't know a Sagittarius, the energy you could be in is like something where you're traveling, teaching, doing something in another country, doing something in another state. Because that's like foreign energy. That's interesting that that came out. I'm about to put my daughter on the stream. We about to stream. It's like, I'm just playing. You about to do a 24-hour stream or kick. Nah, but Angel is like temperance, patience. Okay, let me do these cards. Let's get the tarot. I'm gonna have to do an extra. You said, is Joel your twin flame? No. Please do not. You cannot believe in twin flames if you're gonna watch me, guys. I have to tell you that right now. You cannot believe in that over here. No, 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 no. All right, let's get 8 cards. It's not your twin flame. Okay, you got the 4 swords, the lovers, so that's Gemini energy. The page of swords. Okay, so we're observing. Okay, so the Empress, 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, the 3 of Cups. There's a Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so there's your opportunity. I do see somebody observing the effect. So if you're supposed to be temperance, I feel like you're going to observe that people are listening to you. All right, because that's an angel up there. So I feel like that you don't notice that yet, or you don't realize that yet. Like, because that's why resistance and personality is here. Let's see. Because you're not saying anything. You're not talking to people. I feel like if you say something or you talk to people, it'll create an opportunity. The Empress, 3 of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like specifically with women, I'm also getting to just like, say if you work around people, you're like quiet in the meetings, or I feel like you need to network. You need to put yourself out there. What part of your personality do you need to show, Cancers? I know it's rebellion. You got pride. Let's see what rebellion is real quick. What do people normally do in your scenario? Yes, self-esteem. So you don't feel... And mind you, this is resisting it. So you don't feel insecure. Other people do. You don't feel offended. You don't feel insecure in your scenario. It just depends on what this is. Like with resistant personality, like say other people are nervous with public speaking. Other people don't want to lead the meetings at work, or other people don't want to be the manager. They may not want to be in that position where they have to manage other people. A lot of people say that they want like a non-supervisory position. Maybe you don't feel like that. What triggers other people's self-esteem here? Or makes other people feel left out? Or you got vision, change. Let me see. Vision, change, and self-esteem. So it could be what other people view. Let's see what we observe here. Because you're like, I feel like somebody's going to notice that you're very quiet or something like that. What do we notice about you with the lovers? It's like, I feel like too, Cancer, you may be not realizing how much people are willing to listen to you. I feel like you and a Sagittarius need to team up. If you know a Sag, y'all literally picked each other. That's very rare that I do that. Like if you have a Sag friend, cousin, something, y'all need to do business together or something like that. If that's okay, so let's see. What are you observing about the people that are around you, or they're like listening to you? Okay, they're finesse. That's what I'm getting. You think something's difficult, or you're making something difficult, but everybody else does something easier. It's hard to explain because it's almost like What? Okay, so it's like in your career, other people in the same field or the same industry, they're able to find shortcuts or something like that. Maybe a Sag has a shortcut, and you feel like something is supposed to be difficult or a struggle. What else is the Wheel of Fortune here? The Temperance is also at the top of the Wheel of Fortune, so you pulled that, and that's the Chariot. So that's the front of the Chariot. Just a little, you know, maybe I'll do a tarot class one day and just show y'all stuff. All right, but anyway, all right. So what's the opportunity for you, Cancer? You got mystery and versatility. So what's the? It's like hidden. You have hidden skills or hidden creativity. Yeah, courage, respect, and potential, and voice. I feel like there's something about you talking. Okay. What is everybody else doing that's easy? It's like something is easier or finesse. Truth and intuition and spirituality. Okay. Maybe they're using their intuition. Maybe it's women's intuition. Something is supposed to be easier. That's very interesting. Okay, what's the outcome for you? Sagittarius energy can also be teaching. So like maybe you would be very good at like teaching something. I think I said that already. That might be redundant. All right, what's the outcome for you, Cancer? So we're going to do Gemini. Strength, attitude, and hustle. So you did kind of come out in a Leo reading too. There's something about Leo's perspective on abundance and money here. All right, peace and guidance. All right. So the most important signs that came out for you is Sag and Leo. Okay. Gemini is next. My voice is healing, guys. It is healing, finally. All right, 117. Thank y'all for tuning in, by the way. I appreciate y'all. All right. Uh-oh, what I click? I just clicked something. I don't know. Well, it's still on. All right, Geminis. Here in Aries. Okay, let's see. Ooh. All right, y'all. If you spam the channel, I gotta hide you. I'm sorry. I gotta hide you because then I can't see other people's messages when they're talking to me. All right, Geminis. What's the energy surrounding my Geminis here? What's the situation with your career or finances? Resistance again. Okay, so you're the third person that got resistance, I believe. What are we resisting here in your reading, Geminis? And your career or finances? Okay, guidance. So if somebody is giving you information, you don't want to listen to it. Now, sometimes that's a good thing. It just depends on what somebody's telling you to do. So don't, we'll clarify. So who's guiding you here? It could be somebody else around you. Oh, you're the guide, Gemini. Okay, so this is your card. Not that y'all are, doesn't mean y'all are sexual, just because y'all are the lovers and masculine and feminine. So people are resisting listening to you. I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me. I'm not. Please don't get mad at me. So this is your career. I'm assuming you're like a supervisor, a manager. If you do anything online, people are resisting listening to you. Okay, what are you trying to tell people to do or guide people to do here? You guys do rule communication. What are you trying to guide people to do? Okay, rebellion. Okay, so that could be why they're not listening, because you're trying to get people to find like a loophole or do something different. That could be why they're resisting. So what is the rule here? I feel like you don't want to follow the rules, or you want to do something. What's the rule? Okay, connectivity, feeling trapped. Now, Cancer did have that. So if you're dealing with a Cancer, you don't want to work with that Cancer or something like that. But I feel like in your scenario, I hope it's not something illegal with connectivity, just because that could be a jail card. But typically other people are trapped. But rebellion is like something is slightly different. So you're still in the same mentality. But what are you doing that's slightly different here? Humor. So other people... All right, so in your situation, other people would feel trapped, but you're laughing, or you're fantasizing, okay, and you're telling other people to do that. It's like, yeah, we're trapped, we're stuck, but like fantasize about doing better, or this could even be like doing affirmations. Now, if it comes down to money and it's like, oh man, I can't afford blah blah blah, you're like, man, go out anyway. You can go get you'll be on some shit like, oh, a beer is just $5 or something like that. All right, so what other what's your current energy with career finances? Let's see. That's just an example. Let's see. What's your energy with career finances, Geminis? Okay, healing. So you're fixing something. You may do this for as a career, like a nurse, a doctor, just anybody that comes up with any type of solution, fixing cars or, you know. Okay, what's the issue here? We'll see what you're healing. What was the issue? I don't know if beer is $5. I don't drink beer. All right, so you got personality. What are you changing it into or healing it into? Okay, knowledge. All right, so you're learning. You're actually trying to get more information. What are you trying to learn about or get information on? You're actually trying to learn something here. Okay, luck. So you're trying to get information on an opportunity or how to better use your time, how to better use the resources that you already have. Oh, yeah. Yeah, luck, hustle, and hustle. You're like, okay, and you have resilience. So you're like, when is it a good time to, maybe you're learning how to invest, or when is it a good time to be around? Because hustle is more so like people. So you're like, okay, this is a good group to be around or something like that. I'm going to put hustle there, right there. All right, so what other energy should you be in here, Geminis? What other energy should you be in here, Geminis? You're a Taurus. Taurus is next. Okay, so you should be in pride as well. You got pride again. Yeah, self-esteem. Okay. Don't feel insecure about it. Yeah, but you're getting information. There's a high priestess. So you're like, okay, let me actually focus on... I'm also getting two. You're actually trying to focus on or learn how to get the money before. What were you doing before in personality? I don't know if you're doing something for free, or what were you doing before in personality? Okay, ambition and then defiance. You might have just not been doing your job, or not paying attention to your job or something like that, but okay. I'm also getting two. Personality and ambition is like, because personality is a card where you're telling people about yourself. There's, for some reason, there's something where if you don't talk about your career, your job, you're learning how to network better or something like that. Okay, let's see. Okay, you got the Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, Ten of Wands, the Five of Cups. Now, that Cancer was in a trap mindset here. They felt like something was difficult or a struggle. There's the Queen of Swords. There you go as the Lovers, the Ace of Wands, and then the World card. Okay. So I do feel like you're going to inspire this to end. You're like, yeah, this is the solution. You are coming out and you're reading, but yeah, this is why. So let's see. So whatever you do for a living, oh. So that's what you have to, that's why you have to fix it, because people are resisting listening to you, Gemini. That's why you have to learn. You're like, okay, well, wait. Why aren't people following after my lead? Or why aren't they listening to me? Or why aren't they supporting me? This is what you're trying to figure out. Okay. So you basically, you're kind of on some stuff where it's like, okay, how do I get people to listen? Where do I go? What kind of crowd should I be around? Because what's your energy down here is the Lovers. And then we're going to see what comes to an end. Oh, literally love. Okay. Love, spirituality, and leadership. What do you, maybe you're doing something out of love for people, out of like the kindness of your own heart, but they're still not listening though. This would be like, so maybe you're sharing your belief systems. Maybe you're trying to do something spiritual. And for some reason, I don't know why. What is humor then? What's humor? I'm going to, actually, I should have used a tarot. Because that's what you're trying to get people to do. What are you guiding people to do, or that they're not really receptive of? Okay, you got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, the Fool card. That's okay, you didn't know yet. Healing knowledge. It's almost like you're guiding people to do something before you learned how to do it, or before you learn like the basis of it. What information were you missing? You got the Two of Cups, Page of Swords, Ace of Swords, and then the Tower. So it's like people observe you and it changes their perspective on what? This is, okay, what are people observing, or what information were you missing? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, defiance, power, and guidance. This, okay, wait. This person's listening. Okay, people are listening to this person, but they're completely going against the grain. What rule is this person breaking? Or what are they going against? I'm going to say this too. If there's like, this is kind of the example I already gave, right? Like if somebody is listening to, another, I'm sorry, I'm saying it wrong. Let me slow down. If a group of people are listening to someone else, they have to deal with, like, defiance to me sometimes is also having to deal with a lot of, there's stuff on the back end that they have to deal with. Like a streamer has to deal with, negative comments and stuff like that. You have to deal with something like that. But what are they going against here? Oh, emotions. Yeah. So what normally triggers emotions? I'm also getting too of because your energy is humor. You want to make sure that something is funny. But I feel like in career or finance, in this scenario, something does need to be serious, or you cannot be in a position, like say you only want to do something when you feel happy. You'll never do it, or you'll never figure it out, or you'll never learn it. What normally triggers emotions here? Because it's like for you, you're like, no, you have to always be happy. Now that could be like, say you're telling people something about careers, and it's like it doesn't matter what you do for work, you're never going to always be happy or something like that. Like you have to control your emotions in any field of work. So what would normally trigger emotions here? And somebody else is able to control them. Yeah, it's a mindset. Interesting. So the other individual, when it comes to emotions, they know that my mind controls how I feel about something, right? You, on the other hand, it's like you know that, but you're like, okay, well, let me force myself to be happy, or but it's like you still have to get to work. So let's not forget what you're learning is knowledge, luck, and hustle. So you are thinking about like more focused on your finances, yeah. Not yet, because I have to carry it down for you, and we gotta make sure you know how to do it. So you gotta wait till I can help you. I'm almost done. All right, so what's the outcome for you, Geminis? And then we're gonna do Taurus and Aries. Yeah, spirituality, attitude, and skill. Okay, so there's a perspective on like skill sets. Okay, you got inspiration and courage. Let me get one more. Okay, you got defense. Okay. All right, so that's what you were doing. You were trying to, you were love and spirituality and leadership. So, all right, hold on. I need to take a little intermission, a little restroom break. And after I help her with her scooter, I might go back and do the love readings. All right, hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. All right, y'all. I'm back. Okay, I'm drinking some water. Okay. Gemini, let me fix the... Oh, no, Taurus. My bad. Taurus. Lip gloss. Oh. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, by the way. We're almost done. I did Sagittarius back at 39 minutes. We're going backwards. So we got Taurus and Aries left. Let me scoot up. All right, Tauruses. What is the center of your career or finances? Let's see. Okay, knowledge. All right, cool. So we got, that's good. Having the information, knowing what we want to do for a living, knowing what direction to go in. But what else do we have knowledge about here? This could be you or somebody else. Okay, respect yourself. So this is, if this is you, you know yourself. You know, or somebody knows the rules and regulations to something. Now you have respect. Okay, wait, you're blocking out leadership. You might not want to listen to somebody. All right, let's clarify. What else? What else do we know about you, Taurus? Okay, dominance. So what do you dominate? What do you have control over? You're dominating something. What are you dominating? Versatility. Okay, the Empress. So if this is you, you have the like you're a dominant creator. You have a lot of skills here. If there's a woman involved, you're controlling a woman. Yeah, voice. Okay. Okay. You're controlling a woman here or something like that. All right, what's your current energy, Taurus? And then we'll see what you need to be in. Okay, so your resistance. What are you resisting in your career or in your finances? What are you resisting in your career or finances? Resistance again. Hustle and determination. So what energy should you be in, Taurus, to further your career? Okay, personality. All right, maybe you're holding back on yourself. So that could be why we have knowing you. What you know about yourself, you know what you can do. What other part of your personality should you show here? You might have to post something more, talk more. Okay, what you're focused on, determined. Maybe somebody doesn't believe you're very focused or very determined here. What are you determined to have? Okay, yeah, leadership. That was the next. That's what I say. You're blocking out. You're you're blocking out leadership. I feel like you want to be in a leadership position. You want to have a business, but there's something that you're doing where you're resisting that. You might be resisting investing in what you're focused on. Let's see. Maybe you don't feel comfortable admitting that you want a business because a lot, people will not always agree with that. But let's see. Let's get 8 cards. Okay, we got the Page of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, of Strength. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Leo, but something is observed. We noticed this. We're observing this. 2 of Cups, and then there's a new perspective. The Tower, the Knight of Pentacles, and then the Fool. Okay, I feel like with the Fool card, if you're resisting being a leader, I feel like you're going to have a realization that people don't always know everything with the Fool card, but I'm going to clarify. And then what else are we observing right here? I feel like a Leo is making you realize something, or a Leo is making you see this, or something like that. What are we observing with the Page of Swords? The 2 of Swords. Excuse me. Let me see. What are we looking at? It's like, oh, literally like open your eyes. I don't know why I'm getting somebody saying that, but what are we observing over here? Yeah, Leo. Okay. Let me make a note. You might need to watch the Leo reading. We noticed something about this Leo. Okay. If it's not a Leo, it's like your own personal strengths. But what do we notice about this person? Okay, defiance. So I feel like a Leo is going against you, Taurus. If you're wondering, a Leo is literally going against you, or they're breaking some sort of rules and regulations. What are they supposed to do? You need to, I don't know what that has to do with your career, but you need to notice that. Like, if you work with a Leo, they're completely going against you. They're not respecting you at all or something. What are they supposed to be doing? Changing something. So if you're expecting somebody, if it's not a Leo, this is also the infinity sign. If it's not a Leo or it's somebody around you, this person is not changing. They're supposed to change. They're not. What are they currently doing? So if you're involved with that person, they are not going to change. What are they supposed to change it into? Got courage. Yeah, strength. They're not, somebody's like not showing up or not being themselves. Their perspective is like, no, I don't have to follow that rule. They feel like they don't have to follow a rule or something like that. And this has to deal with your money. It looks like an ultimatum too. Like somebody's like, they're like, if I do something for Taurus, something's like an ultimatum. Okay, so you're going to observe that, and I feel like this has to do with your finances. So if you're like breaking bread with somebody, sharing money with them, you need to realize that. What else is the Tower here? What are you expecting? What? Okay, so you expect defiance. What's occurring? What's the result of the Tower? Excuse me. Maybe you expect them to act that way. Yeah, vision and truth. Okay, what? You got angel, vision, and love. And respect. So it's almost like somebody's, okay, this is confusing. You're going to see the truth though. It's like you're trying not to observe this, and this has something to do with your money. I'm gonna pick up angel because I'm not sure what they have to do with it just yet. Now we said Sag is controlling a Leo. So if you're wondering, Taurus, if you're working with somebody, I feel like a Sag has dominance over a Leo, and that's why they're not, I don't know. That's weird. Okay, what is the truth about your finances though in your career? Because I'm trying to figure out what that has to do with you. Defense, that's the blockage. I'm assuming that's the blockage. Yeah, blocking potential and knowledge. Interesting reading. Or if you're constantly doing the same thing over and over again, that could be blocking your potential. You're not switching something up or doing research. Okay, what is the outcome for the Tauruses? Resilience, mood, courage, style, and angel. So Cancer and Sagittarius are supposed to work together. This is fire. Literally, this is fire and water right here. So I don't know if you have Sag and Cancer placements, but maybe you need to take a page out of somebody's book. Because they're doing what they want. Yeah, intuition and guidance. So Sag and Cancer are working together. And I don't know what that has to do with you. You may have Sag or Cancer placements. I just have to give this example just because I know there's a lot of women mostly that watch me. Like me and my daughter are a Sag and a Cancer. So maybe Taurus, you need to do something with like you and your child, or it should be like you and just one other person. Even if you don't have children, it's like you and one other person should be working together. Because like somebody else is holding you back or something like that. But it's like you know that they're going against you, or you know that you keep repetitively breaking a standard or a rule here. All right, so that was Taurus. Aries is next. Last but not least, Aries. I was able to make it through without my voice tripping on me, so that's good. All right, let's see. Aries. These are finance, career readings. And if I do come back tonight and do love readings, then I'll be going and, I'll go backwards. All right, what's the scenario surrounding your love and career? I mean, I'm sorry. I said that because they're readings. Your career and finances, Aries. What's the situation surrounding your career and finances? Humor. Okay. So enjoying yourself, fantasizing. Gemini did have humor come out if you're dealing with a Gemini, but it could be a community of people. But a fantasy, something you're dreaming about, some type of goal. All right, or it could be funny. All right, so what's funny here? What's excuse me. Inspiration. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, or I think Virgo came out as inspiration. All right. It's got inspiration, power, passion. All right. Could be a Virgo. Maybe they're inspiring you. They're funny, or you. I feel like you're in a group of people as well. All right. What role do you play here, Aries? Okay, innovation. So you're creating something. What are you creating here? You are able to create something in your career. What are you creating? Or you could be manipulating something. It just depends. Yeah, hustle. Literally, you are making money. So I don't know if you need, I don't know if you need a reading. Yeah, finesse and luck. So you're finding a shortcut, or you're manipulating something to get a shortcut in money. All right, what other energy do you need to be in here? Mood. Okay, so the center of the reading was humor. So maybe save some money up. Don't overindulge too much. Mood. I feel like you're creating money, or you're using your money to get something. So, okay. Maybe you have money and you're not happy, or something like that, or... All right, let's get 8 cards. Let's see. I don't know. You're manifesting it. You're creating it. Excuse me. I might have spoke too soon on my voice. Okay, you got the 2 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Here's an opportunity. The 8 of Swords, the Page of Wands, the 10 of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, the Chariot. All right, Sag had the Chariot. And then the Knight of Swords. Excuse me. Jeez. If you're manifesting, what do you have an opportunity to do with Ace of Pentacles and luck here? Okay, you got rebellion. What is the Chariot doing in your reading? Oh, inspiration. Okay, so the Cancer, Sagittarius, they're inspiring who? I don't know if they're inspiring you, or what are they inspiring people to do? Self-esteem and love. What? This person's making somebody feel insecure or offended. Why? Why? Okay, what is this person doing that makes... That's what they're inspiring. What are they doing to cause that? Skill. Huh? So somebody's really skilled, or they have like... Okay, first of all, somebody may feel left out. Somebody's working with a Libra or something like that, or instead of you, or somebody has a certain skill set and that offends somebody. Yeah, skill, healing, superstition. What? Why is somebody offended? What is your rebellion? That's confusing. What is your energy down here in these 8 cards? I'm not gonna lie, so I feel like that's what's ironic, humor and inspiration. The irony is somebody's actually making somebody feel insecure or left out. That is the feeling that they're inspiring here. What is your energy down in these 8 cards? Okay, passion, you desire a certain thing. So what do you desire here or want? Potential and confidence. Okay. I don't understand why you need to be in mood, though. That's odd. Let's see. That's kind of what's confusing me. What is your desired outcome? Because you have a certain desire. But I don't know if that's, maybe it's not working or something. Okay, you got the Six of Wands. You either desire attention or you want attention from somebody that gets a lot. Yeah, you want attention for your work. You want to be the center of attention. That's what you desire here. All right, so you may want like popularity or something like that, but you want attention from a group of people for your work. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay. I'm not sure why you need to be in mood, though. That's the weird part. So you want, okay, who do you want attention from? Is it a certain group of people? It's like you just kind of want to show off. Or you want to, who do you want attention from? Somebody that doesn't notice. Peace. What does it have to do? That's interesting. You're making money. So I feel like your reading is more about like your emotions. You're making money, but you want somebody's attention, so it's not enough. What do you feel like this person doesn't notice? I feel like you want credit for your work or something like that. Okay. Maybe this could be like a situation at work where like you did everything and you don't get the credit, or, you know, something like that. But what do you feel like somebody doesn't notice about you? How focused you are, determination. So maybe you're trying really hard to get attention. If it's innovation and hustle, maybe you're spending money on somebody. Are you really focused on them? Or I don't know. What? Okay. What is the person focused on for themselves? Maybe that's what you need to hear. What is this person focused on that they don't notice you? Or pride and peace again. Yeah, that's why finesse and self-love is here. Your advice is mood. Well, okay, so what would put you in a mood? Like, what's triggering your mood here? I feel like that you're not getting attention. That's what your reading's about. It's kind of, yeah, focus, order, and ambition. Potential and truth. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, if you're doing something specifically just for attention, I mean, but I feel like you're getting the money for it. That's the weird part. It's like maybe you're one of those people, you have money, but you don't have, you know how people say, like, I have everything in the world except for blah, blah, blah. It's like you want attention. Okay. Your advice is mood. So how do you get the attention that you want? You got strength, personality, dominance, and fight. And healing. Yeah, I don't know who you wanted the attention from specifically. If you wanted it from a group of people. You just want attention. If maybe you're using money to get attention, buying a lot of stuff. Maybe this could be like trying to advertise. Maybe you're building something up. Maybe you need to advertise. People don't see it, or... All right, what's the outcome for you, Aries? You just want credit or attention here. That's understandable if you've been working on something. What's the outcome for you, Aries? Intuition, sexuality, and mystery. All right, so I guess that's it. I'm going to try to, before I end it, I don't want to, I feel like you're using money to get attention and you're still not getting it or something. Or you want, I feel like your work is the center of your attention here. I'm not gonna lie, I worked with an Aries and he needed so much attention. So I hope this, like, I don't want to be mean to y'all. I want to say it in a mean way, but oh my God, it was terrible. He needed attention so bad. Please, I feel like you need to remember, Aries, how good your work is or something, or how much you've built up. Because mood is an energy, like your emotions are within you. So if you think like money is going to solve that, that is not going to be your cure for like the attention that you need or something like that. Let's see, what's the outcome for you? Yeah, the Tower, humor. Yeah, somebody's not. I'm sorry. I don't want it to sound mean. What is this person paying attention to? Maybe they don't see it. They just don't notice. Yeah, that the Seven of Swords, there's the Nine of Wands. You're upset. Yeah, the Hangman. I feel like you need to view this differently. I kind of want to finish this read. I don't want to cut it short because it looks kind of, because you got innovation, hustle, finesse, and luck. I feel like you try to use money for something and somebody, it's like you're mad that somebody kind of got away with something, but it's how you view it. So maybe you spent money on something and you're expecting something in return. Like that's what's making you mad. The Nine of Wands. How do you view, I guess this is who you want attention from. How do you view this person or your situation? Yeah, style. I guess it's either the Cancer or the Sagittarius. Style, pride, and sexuality. Maybe you feel like they get a lot of attention, or maybe you feel like they think they're too good for you or too good to partner up with you, or what is their perspective? I feel like you're on two different pages here. What is their perspective on the scenario or something like that? Pride and luck. So you want the attention. There's the luck right there. There's intuition and then guidance. So I feel like somebody's following their own intuition. What opportunity they have for themselves? Or they may know literally you just want attention. So what is that? Like, what purpose does that serve for them? Or what does this person have an opportunity to do for themselves? Okay, resistance. What are they resisting? I don't think they... I'm sorry. Yeah, fluidity. All right. That's... All right, I'm going to timestamp these. Hi, welcome. I'm going to timestamp these. Maybe you just want attention for your work, Aries, or something like that. Maybe you need to do advertisement or, I don't know, something along those lines. But it looks like you have money or something. You want attention. Okay. Maybe you know what, real quick too, a lot of people do work really hard because they want that notoriety. Just make sure that something that you're doing, maybe make sure that you're able to like self-soothe, or like make sure that what you're building or what you're doing for yourself is good enough without somebody else's attention, because you can't really bank on that, or you can't really force that, I guess. All right, y'all. I'm gonna timestamp this for you guys. I'm gonna go take a little break. Take my daughter outside real quick. And I might do the love readings. If I don't come back tonight, y'all know I'll be back tomorrow. But I do have to ship some Florida waters out. If you guys want anything that was in the store, like the necklaces, I still have zodiac necklaces. I do have this hip hop Queen's deck. Anything that y'all wanted from the store, just DM me, or I'm sorry, well, you can DM me on TikTok or email me. I got the Florida waters. I got some tarot decks. I got I got tarot decks, zodiac necklaces. What else did I have? Incense holders. Yeah. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all. If y'all want personal readings, make sure y'all subscribe to the WAP page. You'll get a private YouTube video that only you can see. It's an unlisted link.